Hello.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Sparking Zero little update video, kind of go over some stuff here, what to expect over the next, I would say week, just because Gamescom is actually starting this week, as well as kind of a life update, something that's going on that does also relate to Gamescom. So I tweeted this out the other day, this was literally yesterday, said if Sparking Zero drops DLC 3 tomorrow while I'm on a plane, I'm legit crashing out, bro. That was probably not the best way to word that. And that whole sentence was just not good. So what I mean by that is in about, I would say 10 hours from now, I will be on a plane to Germany to Gamescom. So this is actually a pretty cool just thing that's happening. I never get to travel and I never get to do this, but this opportunity presented itself and I can finally talk about it. So shout outs to Gamescom. Okay, they're the GOATs. They actually invited me this year with 7 other creators. They say international, and unfortunately, I'm the only one from the United States, which is a little bit scary. Like I'm just by myself. But no, all these other people I did meet, they're very cool, and disregard that picture. But your boy's a specialty, got the anime yapping ability. You already know it. So I was invited to this. I'm excited. I'm beyond excited to be able to travel to a different country, which literally I don't do. I don't think I've traveled to a different country since I was in like middle school. So this is going to be a huge opportunity just to go there. I get to go to opening night live and see Jeff Keighley announce new games and, you know, just shit I don't even know. And who knows, okay, I'm not confirming that this is going to happen, but who knows? Sparking Zero could get a trailer, maybe even like a teaser trailer. We do not know when this is dropping. It has to release anytime from right now to the end of September, okay? That's the cutoff period unless they update us and they say, oh, we're delaying it again, because they did that, right? They did that with DLC 2. It showed on the Steam. They crossed out the estimated date and they delayed it by like another, I think it was like a month or two, right? So quarter 3 is still the set release, okay? Which is anywhere from July to the end of September. We know that, right? That was the like only delay that has happened since, you know, the game has been announced and everything, and the DLC got its like little, I guess, updates and stuff. So at Gamescom, there is a possibility that they might tease it. It could be a surprise. Again, even though they didn't confirm anything on it, the only thing that has been confirmed so far, other than like, what is it, Blood of the Dawnwalker, I think Little Nightmares 3, and I believe My Hero Academia All's Justice is also getting some type of reveal. I think they confirmed that. So definitely we'll have to check that out whenever, you know, we're there, right? But the coolest thing about this is that I was able to take a +1 with me. So I'm taking my brother with me. So it's going to be me and my brother on a trip, and it's going to be sick, right? I've always wanted to travel with him and do something together with him. And, you know, this is literally the best opportunity of doing it, right? So he's going to kind of be like my cameraman for this. I'll have some, you know, exclusive gameplay footage of stuff if there's anything there that's cool and interesting. I don't know if My Hero Academia is going to have a demo or not. Hopefully it does. I doubt it. I think they announced it at PAX West, which is literally like the big event after this one. So that's awesome, right? Of course, the one that I go to doesn't even have it, right? And yeah, if there is anything there, let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see anything specific for video games. I believe, what was it, 7 Deadly Sins, one of my buddies asked me if I could see if, you know, there was anything special there, but I digress. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that since I am going to be there, if you're going to Gamescom or you're going to be in Cologne, Germany, right, let me know. I would love to meet you guys, right? I don't know too many people that are even going to be there that actually watch my content. I doubt there's going to be really anyone, maybe like one person, but regardless, if you are going there and you're going to be at Gamescom, definitely let me know. I would love to meet you guys like in person. That is literally going to be the coolest thing ever if that's possible. But that's only if you guys are attending, which again, I don't know many people. I saw a couple of people say that they're going to be at the event, you know, on Twitter to me. And I was like, okay, so there are some people, but we'll see, right? Okay, so let's talk about the Sparking Zero situation right now. There is potential, like this video that I'm uploading right now, right before it gets, you know, uploaded, maybe a couple hours later, they could drop a trailer. I'm not saying 100% guaranteed or anything, but trailers are dropping on Monday from what it seems, okay? And not only that, if the trailer does drop, the same day will be early access, okay? And I'll go over that in just a second, but shout out to DBSI because he responded to me. He was like, to be honest, I doubt it. Usually there would have been something about it in this month's V-Jump, okay? And that is very key and important, and I completely forgot about that because V-Jump is cooked, right? It has been just absolutely mid in terms of giving us, information. Sometimes we'll get a reveal of something, but it's literally like one day or the same day or even days after the DLC releases, okay? In this case, there was a V-Jump leak for DLC 2 last time, which was one day before they dropped the trailer and early access began, okay? So he confirms that this month's V-Jump is nothing, okay? It's just the Switch announcement stuff, which we already got, right? Because that was recent. So he said, plus this DLC should be a good one, so I don't think Bandai would drop an announcement out of nowhere. Now, I get where he's coming from, but Bandai does this shit all the time. They always drop it without any type of information, teaser, announcement, anything. We don't have that where it was whenever they were promoting the game and they would do like one day right before, or at least the same day of, but like hours later say, hey, by the way, a trailer is going to be dropping in a few hours from now or in a day from now, okay? Here's the link. Here's the notification that you can, keep up with so that you know when it goes live, right? They were doing that, and remember, we would stream it, we would live stream it, and we would react to the trailer, each one of them that they would have every single month, because they would have once a month, and then as we got closer to the game's release, they would do a lot more and more condensed periods of time, right? They're not doing that anymore. With DLC 1, it was supposed to be announced at Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. That got canceled, remember? Because of the, fires and stuff in California, so they just dropped it randomly on, I guess, the week that they were going to have it, right? It was dropped on a Friday, and then the following Monday, they released it for early access, okay? DLC 2 was different. We had a teaser trailer, which showed like 3 characters. I think it was Goku, Vegeta, and Glorio. Very short. We had that at the tournament, okay? That tournament that was supposed to be for Battle Hour. That was, I think, in like late March, and then we had to wait a whole month for them to drop the the release date trailer, right? Which was literally early access was the same day that the trailer dropped. And again, that was on a Monday, okay? So there is potential, and I'm not confirming this, that they could just drop a trailer either today, because today is Monday, okay? Or they drop one the following Monday, which is August 25th. If it doesn't drop on those 2 dates, basically this whole week period, then we're likely not seeing it until maybe the end of September. They could drop it at any time in September, but they seem to want to drop it at the very end of a new month. You get what I'm saying? So if that's the case, maybe Gamescom could have a teaser trailer that shows a couple of the characters and lets us know that, basically updates on, the status of it, right? Gamescom is the biggest European gaming event, as far as I know. It's basically the European version of Summer Game Fest, okay? We have 3 big events during the year. Summer Game Fest in June, Gamescom in August, and then Game Awards in December, right? Those are where you can look out for updates, information, all that stuff, new games and stuff. They don't really announce DLC at events like this. As far as I'm concerned, they usually just drop it on their own volition, like whenever they feel like it, right? And that's from Bandai's end. But because Bandai will be at this event, like I said, there is possibility. No confirmation, but I'm just letting you guys know of stuff to look out for so that you're not just blindsided and like, oh shit, they dropped a trailer while I was at work, or I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Like, isn't that annoying when they just drop it out of nowhere and like you have no idea, right? Like you didn't even expect it. I mean, maybe not for some of y'all, but for somebody that makes content like me or like any of the other content creators, it is kind of annoying when you're just like sitting there and you've been waiting for something, for months. I'm talking like 4 or 5 months now, and they drop it at like the worst possible time, right? So that's all I was saying. Like it would not be funny. I would not be laughing if they dropped this while I'm literally on the plane, bro. I'm laughing, but not really. This is a sad laughter. Okay, let's move on here. So, what I want to talk about, these are the V-Jump scans. Okay, I'll just go over them briefly because there's nothing new in this. Everything that we went over for Sparking Zero's Switch shit that they did, they already have a trailer. We know everything. We pretty much know everything that we really need to know about it. I believe Dragon Ball Games Twitter, the DB Games News run by, Kelbert, he did put out that it's going to run, I think, in 480p on handheld mode for the Switch 1 and 810p on Switch 2 handheld. I've never heard of 810p. 810p, what the fuck is that? Is it because of the screen dimensions? I would assume for the Switch 2 is not like, I don't know. I don't know. It's slightly better. I think that's how it works. Now, again, it's a miracle that they're even able to run this on the Switch. I think that's fucking crazy. I'm talking about the Switch 1. Like, the fact that they can do that, but they couldn't get it on the PlayStation is kind of crazy to me, okay? But we have the translations bootleg. Again, this is going to be dropping the 13th/14th of November. I'm really excited for it. I know some people were like, why are you excited to play the game again in worse quality? And it's like, because it's a portable handheld version, there's motion controls, and then there's that 6-player mode where you could like if I want to get 6 of my 5 other friends with me and we fight against each other by tagging out. I think that's pretty cool, okay? So it's going to be a little bit of a different experience. We're going to make a lot of fun videos on it. Just having fun with the motion control shit and everything. With new elements, Switch 2 appear, which released in 2024 and has sold over 5 million copies worldwide. Now, that seems to be the most updated thing. So 5.5 million, I think, was the last time. So the amount that has been sold has definitely slowed down, and it's for good reason. People are going to say, oh, the game's dead, nobody's buying it, and all this stuff. Well, you have to think about the fact that this is only on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, whatever. It's only on the current gen consoles. Xenoverse 2, Fighters, all that other stuff was pretty much available on everything. More people at that time had PS4s and Xbox Ones, right? And then 1 year later, it released on Switch. So the Switch sales are definitely going to push and boost the sales for this, okay? I can't confirm by how much, but I think it'll be a decent amount just because I would say more people have a Switch and a Switch 2. Okay, I don't know about a Switch 2, but more people have a Switch 1 than they have any other console, okay? Like, I'm talking about children, adults. It's the most family-friendly console to have. So this is an opportunity for people to be able to get this game. There are a lot of people that commented on my, Switch announcement videos and stuff, saying that they're excited to finally play the game because it's finally coming to a console that they own. A lot of people aren't buying a PS5. A lot of people don't have an Xbox, okay? A lot of people do not have a good enough PC to experience this game, right? And you can lower the settings and everything, but it's that portable factor, the fact that the Switch is pretty cheap, disregarding the price increase that it recently had. But most people already have a Switch by now, right? And if they don't have a Switch, they likely got a Switch too. PS5 and Xbox, I'm sure more hardcore gamers own that, obviously, right? But yeah, this is a good opportunity for people to pick this game up. There's nothing really new in this that I can see. They have a couple of different editions, which, again, everything we know. ABC Learn with ABC. What the fuck is this? What is this? Michael Jackson music? Like, what? So, yeah, again, to reiterate about the, dates for this stuff, April 20th is whenever the DLC 2 scans went live, okay? And remember, before that, Humble Bundle fucked up and they leaked all the shit, all, the information and stuff. I don't think there was a release date, but there was definitely all the information that you needed to know about this. All the characters and everything, which was hilarious. So this was about at 10 a.m. This was on a Sunday on April 20th, okay? The following Monday, right, the next day, was when they dropped the trailer in the morning, and then early access began, hours later, right? So April 24th was the normal release date, but again, 3 days early access. That's the thing that we always have to remember is if they show the date on there, you have to read that fine print of the 72 hours early access and keep that in mind, okay? It's usually later in the week, on a Thursday or Friday, it'll actually be released for everyone to play. That people can just go and just buy the DLC separately if they specifically just want that pack, right? But for us, which I say us because all of you that are watching this video right now, you likely got the Ultimate Edition, you get that early access, right? So I think that's the most telling factor is the V-Jump stuff, right? Because the V-Jump leaks for August, for all of August, has not shown anything in regards to the next DLC, there is a good chance we're not seeing it until September, okay? We'll wait for September leaks. September will probably leak once again around the same time. It'll be around maybe the 16th. Actually, I like to say the middle of the month to like a 1 full week. So like we'll start at the 15th and end around like, you know, the 24th or some shit like that. I don't know. That was horrible math. Like 22nd, right, of a new month. So September, I think that's when they're going to be doing it. They'll drop V-Jump scans probably, show that, and then maybe like a day or two later, it'll be on a Monday, right? Monday should be the day. No 100% confirmation. I'm just going based off of that last DLC release, right? We'll have the Monday for the trailer. Early access begins that same day, and then 3 days later, 72 hours will be normal release. You can see how much it is. They'll reveal the price and everything. But yeah, that's what you need to know about it. I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. I cannot take this fucking... Well, I don't know why I took that picture. I'm really excited for Gamescom. This is going to be awesome. Again, in about like 9 hours from now, I'll be on that plane. That's going to be horrible. I have a 10-hour flight, bro. Fuck this. And the last time I've been on a plane, again, when I was in like middle school, it's been a long fucking time. Unc is getting old, and he's not going to be able to have any patience sitting in the fucking plane for 10 hours, bro. But once we get there, it'll be awesome. We'll get into the hotel. I'll try to record some videos and stuff for you guys. I will have videos actually pre-recorded, and they're just going to go scheduled. They're going to be live. Something to note about these videos that I have that are going to be going up this entire week, because I won't be able to make any videos because I'm going to be gone, right? They're old. These are old videos. We'll consider these the lost episodes, right? The lost slow plays episodes. So these are unreleased, unseen videos that have already been done, completed, and edited that have been sitting on my desktop for a long time. Don't ask why. I think I was pre-recording these for a different time, for a different trip or something, and things just didn't work out. And these are very old, okay? I just want you to keep that in mind. So there are going to be things that I talk about in this that I'll be like, oh, well, I hope this character comes out in this game or this DLC releases. And of course, we did eventually get it, you know. But these videos, I think from like 3 or 4 years ago, they're pretty old, okay? I'm just letting you guys know that. But I just wanted to have something for you guys to watch. So, you know, we keep the daily upload streak. I've been uploading daily for like, what? Probably almost 9 years now, like consistently. So I want to keep that going. But thank you guys as always for tuning in and everything. Please, if you are going to Gamescom, let me know. I would love to meet you guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.